Hi, I'm Darcy. I'm the Labor Party candidate for Kooyong, and I'm just driving around my electorate. I thought I'd film this because Lateline has been doing a series of filming people who are driving around their electorate, sitting members. And I have suggested to them that they might want to film somebody in an electorate like Kooyong, where as the Labor candidate, when you introduce yourself to people, they sort of laugh and say, oh, well, you've got a hard job ahead of you, haven't you? And as I always say to them, well, the Queensland elections have actually shown us that anything is possible, so there's always hope. The reason I'm standing as a candidate in Kooyong, so we've just been to the pre-polling booth to check how people are going there. Pretty awful, because the whole time the pre-polling has been on, it's been cold and wet and raining, so people have to stand out in the cold and wet and rain and hand out how to vote cards, and I feel really bad for them, so I try and call in at least once on each shift to check how they're going. The reason I'm standing as a candidate is because of the person, one of the people, who's filming this video at the moment, my grandson Tykie. I've got a couple of grandsons, Tyke and Ari, and what I want to do is make sure that they can live in a better world. I want to make sure that they have access to healthcare, that Medicare stays available for them and their children when they're older, and that they have access to decent education. Both of them are very bright kids, and they've been lucky to go to good state schools. I want to make sure that that opportunity is available for every child. The other thing that really drives me is working out to address the impacts of climate change. I want to know that when my grandchildren grow up, that they can have access to clean air and clean water, and to a good environment. I want to know that we're doing everything we can to make sure that they can enjoy the world as we have known it, and don't have to deal with the worst ravages of climate change. So now what we're doing, we're just driving through Auburn at the moment, which is a little shopping centre in the middle of Kooyong really. Kooyong is an interesting electorate because it's made up of a whole range of socio-economic areas, mainly reasonably comfortable, well-off people, but we do have also a homeless population. On any one night in Kooyong there's around 350 people who are homeless. So, you know, that's an issue that often gets ignored because it's seen as a very affluent electorate. I thought on Lateline they often sing a song after the end of their interview, and I thought to spare you the ravages, Tykie will attest to this, of how awful I sing. I'm going to instead read you a poem that I've adapted from Mulga Bill's Bicycle. So 'twas Marg Darcy4Kooyong who caught the politics craze. She gave up children and families to help Josh Frydenberg change his ways, to protect Medicare and education and stop the worst of climate change. And I'll stop there. Thank you.